This game offers a pretty interesting approach on stealth games. The game takes place in this old Spanish monastery that serves as both a madhouse and a prison. What makes it stand out is how it combines the stealth gameplay with managing the mental health of your characters. Plus there is this supernatural, almost Lovecraftian element that comes into play at night. So the story follows Father Alfredo, who originally came to help at the monastery, but ended up getting imprisoned after questioning some sketchy stuff going on there.
Although I came here as a guest, I am now a prisoner.
But you don't just play as Alfredo. You've got a crew of characters to work with. There's Eduardo, a pretty strong but mute guy who's been in the asylum. Leonora, who's good with mechanisms and is not afraid to get her hands dirty. Then there is Emilia. She's a kid being looked after by the nuns. And Agnes. She actually might or might not be an actual witch. Each of them has their own backstory and abilities that you will need to use. Now the gameplay is all about stealth. That means sneaking around, avoiding guards, and trying to figure out ways through the monastery. Every character has special skills, like Eduardo can move heavy stuff and create distractions, while Leonora can climb walls and take out guards if needed. The priest Alfredo has his own unique ability where he can stun these ghost-like creatures that show up at night. So there is this day-night cycle where things get even more dangerous at night. The guards get more alert and suspicious, and these supernatural creatures start roaming around. And this is where each character has their own fears and traumas to deal with. For example, if Leonora gets close to fire, then she starts losing sanity. If a character's sanity drops too low, they develop a trauma that affects how they play. The monastery itself is pretty open, and you can tackle objectives in different ways using your character's abilities. You can have your characters do different things to prepare for the next day, like healing themselves, crafting items, or trying to reduce guard suspicion. You start in a small part of the monastery and gradually unlock new areas, and also secret shortcuts. There is always a main objective, but you are free to explore and set your own pace. It is worth noting that the game will have two different campaigns with their own stories and characters. In each of these campaigns, the monastery and the objectives are totally different. The game could be a pretty good fit for you if you're into stealth games with psychological elements. And that sentence concludes today's video. If your time was respected, a like or comment is very much appreciated.